NartOutHere is showing Inferno CT banana control from teams from the PGL Major Stockholm. First up, G2's Nexa and Nico, the B players, will go into the setup where Nico's coffins with a flash and Nexa's corner. They wait for Heroic's car molly to end, or if it was a half wall smoke, they'll wait for that to end before flashing to swing corner where Nexa molly's close. Nico pushes up and smokes deep banana and molly's brim. Both players nade logs. Nico pushes down and clears banana. Banana control is taken. Nico rotates to A while Nexa jump spots, and he still has a smoke to use when a heroic retake. Before I show you the players' POVs and more CT setups, make sure to check out my new sponsor ggpredict.io, a CSGO analysis website to help improve your game. It is free to use. The link will be below, but you could also get 20% off premium subscription with code NartOutHere. Here's a promo video explaining more about ggpredict.
If you play CSGO, you gotta try ggpredict.io. It's a training platform to analyze and better understand how you play and what mistakes you make during your counterstrike matches. Then effectively train those aspects that need improvement. You can use it to improve literally every aspect of your game: team play, nades, pace of your game, or your aim. It not only analyzes your game in so many aspects, but also lets you train on the platform thanks to personalized training plans. How? ggPredict's AI knows exactly what you need to do to become a better player. Each week, you automatically get tailor-made trainings made by the best CSGO athletes who work with ggPredict. It's easy and fun, and you can train right on GGP servers and get all the data from your trainings analyzed. Simply connect your Steam, FaceIt, or Esports account and get your matches instantly analyzed by ggPredict. We almost forgot, if you're playing just for fun, that's great too. You'll love our social features, which allow you to compare with your friends and finally check who really is carrying the team.
Next, the corner player will listen to what nades are for footsteps from the enemy. Heroic will throw a car molly, and as it ends he calls for the flash from Nico, then swings a clear car, doesn't spot anyone, and he mollies behind half wall. Nico throws his nades and Nexa nades logs after him. He peeks from car and sprays a smoke. After Nico pushes a clear banana, he rotates to A. Nexa will jump spot half wall. When he makes contact, he's going to fall back to site, smoke an entrance, which allows time for Nico to rotate back to B. However, here he throws a flash as well as to try to delay Heroic because G2 in the meantime had clear top mid, so they know it is most likely a B take. So his teammates are towards CT boosting, and Nexa plays passive dark and he's going to get 2 kills before being traded. Nico has a top banana flash ready from coffins. He waits to throw on Nexa's call, then he pushes up and clears half wall before setting up to throw his nade set, which is a deep smoke and brum molly. He nades logs, then swings and pushes down banana, clearing it. Afterwards, he leaves Nexa's solo banana and rotates to A, where he helps out Arch. Heroic threw mid-control nades and Nexa had made contact on banana and smoked entrance, so G2 in response reaggress top mid for info. They don't spot anyone. Nico and Amnek rotate CT and delay boost, however both players get killed. The only problem with running this setup is that Nico runs out of nades, so he can't really support Nexa by flashing for him to peek. Amnek didn't have any nades here in this round either, so that's why you also see Nexa playing passive dark. Ideally, if you could have one flash on your B rotator, that would work out really well. So whether he be dropped a flash by the A rotator, or starting the round with 3 or 4 players at B and taking banana control, allowing your B player extra nades. And then another option is if you're really doing well in economy, buying extra nades at the start of rounds like flashes and dropping them in spawn, which works very well on Inferno for your rotators. The next banana control setup involves Omnek with an off starting towards B. Nexa will be playing A this round, and Nico is at B with Omnek. Omnek will post up from corner, he gets flashed off the angle and falls back to coffins, while Nico, who has half wall retake nades set up from top oranges, throws them, while Omnek holds to see if anyone pushes forward from the car molly. G2 will fight for top banana control here. Nico nades mid banana and he ducks under the cover of the smoke and spots and kills the vice boosting logs. Nico's gonna go to top sandbags while Amnek's holding from corner. Nico should be playing anti-flash as you'll see NIP flash half wall and Amnek kills Plopsky blind. Nico got flashed in the meantime and falls off the sandbags. Nico spots a smoke and uses it for half wall while Amnek rotates to A as top mid is smoke, so he's gonna go hold long as his teammates are playing double pit. Most teams don't really contest after throwing these retake nades and just nade stack after throwing them, but G2 switch it up and do so here. At this point, the half wall smoke is fading. G2 are in a favorable situation, 4v2, so Nico's gonna fall back and play it safe. Copenhagen has 3B at the start with Nico Dos with an op. 2 players nade stack logs early on, however Plopsky is on top of the logs and doesn't take much damage. They'll fall into this setup where one player is close corner, Opera's holding from CT, and one player Coffin's flashing. This is essentially a top banana card retake setup. Hooksy will flash when NIP are past half wall, Yabby will swing corner, and NikoDas with the op will cover Yabby. Flames hear one player shooting around half wall, and they'll wait a little bit hoping that player pushes past half wall. Hooksy will flash, Yabby swings and clears car, and then NikoDas also pushes up and posts up on half wall, where he kills Plopsky. The Flames will leave him car solo as they rotate towards A. Sometimes the Ts won't expect an op to peek banana after hearing the Coffin flash, because it is mainly a rifler swing off the flash, so this might catch the Ts by surprise as they might peek after the flash hoping to take the duel versus the rifler, but here not the case. Hooksy will immediately rotate to A because whenever you're running this setup, teams will know you're 3B based off seeing two players close with one flashing, so as a response the T's mid round call might just to go up fast A knowing that there's two players there. After nading logs, he's going to fall back to CT where he will be first point of contact if NIP go fast B, however they won't. They're going to hear Plopsky shooting, wait a little bit, hoping he pushes up. Hooksy flashes, and as Yabby swings, NikoDas is covering his half wall and or trade car if need be. Plopsky peeks into his scope and NikoDas kills him, and then he peeks down banana and holds as his teammates fall back. Given the situation at hand with Xiphon dying towards apartments from res, NikoDas is going to go aggressive and he's going to peek down banana, and he sees nobody. Yabby had molly logs and he rotated off. You could definitely execute the standard banana CT control after clearing top banana with the setup, or if you get the early kill, let's say it's a 5v4 in your favor, you can smoke half wall, fall back, play the numbers game if you want. Yabby the close rifler drops his smoke for Hooksy because Hooksy is throwing the deep CT smoke. He will then nade logs and then he flashes over roof and plays anti-flash. He's gonna peek if Nico shoots or gets flash. If not, then he will swing corner towards sandbags once Hooksy flashes and he's gonna clear car. He won't spot anyone, NikoDas kills Plopsky, and Yabby mollies logs and rotates afterwards. Since Yabby is the closest towards banana, he's going to be the player with the best audio cues to hear footsteps, so he's going to be the one calling for the flash. You could also go by off of what the Ts are throwing, so sometimes you'll see teams in this setup flash after hearing the Ts molly sandbags and flashing half wall, which is a sign that they're taking top banana control. Afterwards, he's going to leave NikoDas towards solo B, and he's going to rotate towards A. Hooksy smokes a deeper mid smoke from CT spawn, and then he picks up Yabby's smoke. Part of the reason why Yabby gives him his smoke as well is because there's a high chance he gets killed being the player swinging, so this will secure his smoke. Hooksy's role is to flash when Yabby calls for it. Afterwards, he immediately starts to rotate because had Plopsky been closer, then he would have called out that there's 3B, and IEP could have swarmed up towards A. However, after throwing the flash, had his teammates had a hard time clearing it, then he might turn around to help. It just depends on the situation. The previous 3B setup that I just showed the Flames doing, I have covered it almost 6 months ago on my Discord with G2 running it. Join my Discord where you're going to get exclusive content like this as well as access to many tactics that you wouldn't find available on my YouTube. I'm coming close to 250 plus videos that I've only made for my Discord. Discord link is below in the descriptions under social. In the following round, Flames send NikoDas towards B again where he's going to be corner while Yabby throws a deep smoke and deep Molotov. Yabby and Hooksy get confused on who should be getting the nades, and Yabby gives Hooksy his flash, as Yabby's going to re-aggro with NikoDas towards half wall. Yabby plays behind half wall in NikoDas' corner, taking first contact with the op. Hooksy is towards emo pillar with a deep banana flash when contact is made for Yabby to swing, but in this situation, banana was quiet and there was a flash thrown towards A from NIP. So Hooksy flashes and Yabby peeks to get info and he doesn't spot anyone. NikoDas will molly logs and he holds from car with his op, while his teammates rotate towards A. This is a variation of the previous setup that I showed, but more aggressively towards banana. You got Yabby close with the rifle, playing anti-flash, NikoDas is with the op, getting first contact, and then you have a person flashing. In the following round, NikoDas will go towards B again with the other two players, however this time around he's going to go more aggressive and he's going to peek from car. Yabby nades banana, he's going to support with a smoke for the molly, and Hooksy is throwing banana flashes. NikoDas gets a kill, however Yabby gets nade stacked and killed. NikoDas gets another kill, and Hooksy comes and supports him. NIP will try to fall back to A knowing that there was 3B and possibly rotations coming over since they killed Yabby with a nade stack and showing a lot of presence towards banana, however that's going to get shut down. Next, let's take a look at FaZe Clan's mid-round banana retake setup. Rain drops a smoke for Kerrigan who throws a car one-way smoke with a flash, and Rain mollies Brim, peeks right side car however it gets flash, nades half wall alongside Kerrigan and falls back. Kerrigan gives him his molly and his smoke back where Rain will throw retake nades. Twist will rotate over and he's going to be hiding out new box. Rain and Kerrigan clear top banana, they're going to fall into setup where Rain hides behind car and Kerrigan sandbags. As the smoke fades, Rain's going to peek and kill Kicker, Kerrigan peeks and kills Buster, and then he prods a little bit more before falling back. Twist sat new box during this engagement and didn't help out because had both Kerrigan and Rain died, both the B players, then hopefully VP storms into B and doesn't check new box, setting Twist up for a multi-frag. Gambit are more of a passive team when it comes to banana control if there's presence on banana from the T's, especially if it's just 2 players from Gambit towards B, because they want to save their utility rather than waste it all trying to take banana, as you'll see here in a bit. So in this round, Shiro goes towards B to drop nade, molly, and smoke. Hobbit throws a deep smoke and half wall molly and he plays sandbags. Neffany has a flash out in case of the push, and then molly's deep as Hobbit is flashing banana as a car molly ends, and it was gonna go peek it, however the T's throw another car molly, so he and Neffany elect to nade stack logs and fall back. Hobbit gets a smoke from Neffany, and he's gonna play behind second oranges holding this angle. While Neffany picked up Shiro's utility and plays CT, Jiggle peeking with a molly, he will get spotted doing so, and gets behind the wall to smoke entrance off. Hobbit will resmoke after, NIP will execute B, and Neffany mollies and nades. Hobbit falls back to new box, and Plopsky gets on top oranges without being spotted and kills Hobbit. Neffany got caught switching nades, which affected the timing. He's going to wait for his teammates to retake, which they're going to go on to do so. The purpose of showing you this round was to show that the Gambit B players fall back after canceling their 2-player banana control due to the second molly used by NIP. Gambit like to give up banana control, and they use their 2 smokes they have left as well as molly to try to delay NIP and to force them to execute late into the round and or to go through a smoke and molly as well. This wouldn't be possible without the new CSGO nade update, as you saw Shiro dropped his nades earlier on. In a later round, we're going to see the same banana setup as a clip shown before, so Shiro's going to come over, drops his nades, but in this round here, there's no follow-up car molly thrown from NIP, so we're going to see Hobbit peek car after his flash. He doesn't spot anyone, and he's going to proceed to jump spot. While this was happening, Neffany holds a banana flash if NIP do try to retake banana to allow Hobbit to re-peek. However, NIP don't, and then Neffany's going to rotate towards A. I'm going to skip the rest of the round here as NIP choose to go towards A. Gambit usually plays pretty passive on banana, but here's one aggro push setup that they have, which is a pretty standard one most teams use. So there's 3B at the start. Neffany, first player, smokes deep, pushes down banana. Second player, Hobbit, mollies deep, and Shiro, third player, flashes banana. Not shown here is the mid molly thrown from one of the A players. Neffany will kill Hampa's half wall and sprays another player through the smoke. Neffany rotates out to A, and Shiro and Hobbit fall back into a setup on B. This strategy highlights an aggro push using the deep smoke to block off any vision from stairs and mid, while using the molly to put pressure on anyone brum or log to pull out a smoke. If they do smoke out the Molotov, this will give time for the first player to kill that player who was smoking because they won't have their gun out. All this is able to happen is because of a flash as well. Neffany has the best spawn. He will smoke deep banana and he pushes down banana, killing a blind Hampus, and then he sprays a smoke, killing Popsky. Neffany usually plays B, but they want Shiro to stay B with his op, so Neffany will rotate towards A afterward. Hobbit has the second best spawn and he mollies deep banana and he peeks car to support Neffany since it is a mollied off. He sprays a smoke, nades deep, and falls back. Had there been a molly, then he could smoke it out and then peek from car. NIP throw a nade towards car, that takes half his life. He's going to fall back into top second oranges, where he's going to play a setup with Shiro, who's towards coffins. Shiro, third player, flashes banana at 145, then he's going to go and nade deep afterwards. He covers his teammates as they fall back. Him and Hobbit will communicate what kind of setup they want to go into. Shiro's at coffins and Hobbit's top second. You see here when Hobbit falls back, Gambit play passive afterwards. They could have definitely left Shiro at half wall or card with his op. Most teams in this situation here will leave the opper towards car or half wall by himself, and they're going to rotate the other 2 players towards A. Next up, I'm going to show you one way with how Heroic deal with the T's half wall smoke. They have 3 towards B. Tessis, KDN will nade deep. Tessis sprays a half wall smoke in case anyone is in it or behind it. And he has a flash ready. He could have thrown the standard CT flash from the start as well. KDN gets boosted by his down. And they walk forward to peek over half wall, then jumps onto half wall where he kills Alex. They're going to get the opening pick, and they choose to fall back afterwards. Tessis rotates to A. KDN holds from CT, peeking with an op, and Stown Sight has a smoke out ready to throw it when KDN makes contact. Here's Tess's POV from the last clip. Like I said before, he could have thrown the flash at the start. Stown could have naded instead of him, but my guess is that he pushes up with them to deal with spraying the half wall smoke in case anyone's there. They're going to get the opening pick on Banana, and they're going to choose to play the numbers game, fall back, give up Banana control, and then Cadian was going to rotate. However, he's going to decide to stay, so Tessus will rotate. In this round, Heroic are going to start 4B. Two of the A players will come over towards Banana and throw their utility to take Banana control, then rotate back to A. This will allow the two B players with nades still to work with. If you want to see the full breakdown of this tactic in the POVs, I showed G2 running it. Click the link above, and the round starts at 6 minutes and 22 seconds, where I break it down. NIP are going to start 3B with Hampus coming over to nade Banana, then rotating back to A. He isn't going to drop any nades because NIP threw 3 nades onto Banana, which means there's 3B, so he holds onto his nades in case Mouse go fast A, knowing NIP have 3B. Mouse smokes half wall, Linus and Popsy go into the top Banana control flash setup, Popsy's corner, Linus coffins with a flash. Mouse show a lot of presence getting top mid control, so as a response, Popsy and Linus take Banana control. Linus will molly half wall from coffins and he flashes. Popsy swings and he doesn't spot anyone. He smokes deep Banana and then he mollies and flashes logs and pushes down where he kills Frozen through the smoke. Banana control is now taken, and Linus will drop Plopsky his smoke and rotate to A while Plopsky jump spots. Let's say in a different round, had Plopsky felt more presence towards half wall or card, then he can call for the nades from Linus. In the last round of half versus Mouse, NIP will do an aggressive push down Banana using 3 mollies, one that lands between Brum and Logs, bottom Banana, and bottom mid. This creates a pathway of flames pushing the Mouse players back to stairs, which allow the NIP players to push down uncontested. If you want to see the full breakdown of this strategy and tactic, I covered it with FaZe Clan doing so here. Tyloo will take Banana control here with a 3B setup using a deep smoke thrown from CT as well as a deep molly followed by flashes thrown from site that will cover half wall, so that's the reason why they're not mollying half wall. I don't know whether if the smoke or molly was misthrown because the smoke puts out the molly. You'll have to test it out in the server. Regardless, Tyloo take Banana control and they're going to go into the 2 log setup with 1 jump spotting half wall. I showed this setup in my major trick video with movie stars using it. Purpose is that hopefully the second player logs goes unchecked. That's when after the first log player dies. So Heroic here are going to retake Banana or try to, and you'll see attack if the first log player dies. The half wall player swings and tries to trade, however fails to do so and dies. Slowly, who acts too early here as a second log player, kills Shush, who wasn't even looking at him, and he's going to get traded. So he should have held trigger discipline and he would have gone unchecked and could have got multi-frag. Attacker throwing the deep smoke, then half wall nade. He's going to push down with slowly into log. Once the half wall molly ends, he's going to push up, covering slowly as he pushes down. Then he'll make his way into logs. I'm going to fast forward here to Heroic retaking Banana. He kills Cadian and instantly tries to swing out because he doesn't want logs to be checked. Slowly he's going to molly deep and he waits for Heroic's molly to end and waits for his teammate's Banana flash before pushing down. He'll get to logs, and the key point is that if Heroic chooses to molly logs when they're retaking, he needs to instantly smoke it out. He's going to play anti-flash and fast forward into the round. His teammates die, but slowly should have let Shush kept going. He shouldn't have killed them, and he would have gotten unchecked. He most likely gets a multi-frag. If you're in this position, try to hold your trigger discipline if you can. Somebody flashes Banana from sight, however, I don't know what happens because he moves and he throws a random flash over instead of the set flash from Emo Pillar. That's why in the previous clip or the POV from Slowly, you see him flash Banana off the wall before swinging to clear half wall. If you want as well, Slowly could have molly half wall, then attacker mollies deep and they push after somebody's flash. Anyways, he's going to resmoke Banana and he's going to be jump spotting. He will be the bait, but most teams nowadays are clearing Brum and Logs as they retake. Even if they spot someone jump spotting, somebody will swing once attacker makes contact, however he won't get any kills. Ykinder is the best Banana player in the scene when it comes to taking Banana control on CT side because of his timings. Spirit will smoke half wall and VP molly behind it, and then they throw a deep smoke. Then they follow it up with a deep molly, and Ykinder finds the perfect timing to push through the smoke as their molly ends close, and then while their deep molly is still up. Spirit nade stack because they know Ykinder is going to push through at this time, however that's not going to stop him. He gets down to mid Banana and Spirit pushes through the smoke to try to retake, however Ykinder gets 1 kill and almost gets the other kill into Chopper. Ykinder is going to deep smoke, waits a little bit to throw the deep molly after the close molly is thrown as he wants it up still as he pushes through the smoke. He waits until the molly behind half wall is right about to end because this allows him to push through without taking any damage. There could have been someone logs because the deep molly can't cover both areas, pillar and broom. You'll see here that there's only one nade thrown towards logs, and a lot of flashes are thrown, and Yikinder knows that Spirit gonna come through the smoke with them, and he kills almost 2. The reason why he waits a little bit to throw that deep molly, as I point out before, as he wants it up still when he pushes through the smoke, just in case Team Spirit decide to come through the smoke if the molly wasn't up still for say to retake. This will make it safer for him to go through the smoke as that deep molly is up. Alright, so in the previous clip I didn't get a chance to tell you what happened. Kicker came over who molly's close, and then he's going to nade logs and falls back and rotates to A. Buster supporting Yikinder here early on. He had a flash out in case they rush past half wall, and then he's going to nade and as well as molly deep when Team Spirit come and retake. And he kills somebody with a nade, falls back, Kicker had rotated over back to help. We're going to see a similar take with the following clip instead with only 2 players, Yikinder and Buster. This time around we're going to see a car molly from the tees. Yikinder waits 1 to 2 seconds to throw his close molly, and the reason being is that the tees car molly will end first while his close molly is still up, which means that when Yikinder is ready to swing and push down banana, you'll see here there's a gap between the close and deep molly, right? Had Yikinder thrown his close molly earlier, it fades, which if there was a T standing in between the 2 mollies, he could have pushed up to half wall once Yikinder molly ends. That's why he waits to throw his molly. So anyways, Buster waits about 5 seconds in this clip to throw the deep molly after Yikinder throws his short molly, because like I said in the previous clip, you want the deep molly to be up as you push down to clear banana, because if it isn't, then that gives the way for the T to flash through, retake banana. Most teams on T side will wait for that molly to end before doing so. Here's Yikinder's POV from the previous clip. He first throws a deep smoke, goes towards sandbags, throws a close molly in response to the car molly, decides to nade deep and pushes banana afterwards, clearing logs because the molly will clear broom. He holds this off angle as the smoke fades towards logs and kills Kerrigan flashing, then gets traded. Buster, the other B player, has a flash ready for any T aggression, then mollies deep. He has a nade out in case he needs to nade logs, which Yikinder I guess will be the one to call it. However, Yikinder gambles that no one is on banana, having felt no presence. Buster plays anti-flash behind half wall and peeks off Yikinder's contact, but gets flash and nades, then falls back. Yikinder likes playing closer logs sometimes after getting banana control. Instead of leaving one to jump spot, it puts him in a good position to big flank, which he does about 1 to 2 times a half. To wrap up, I showed some CT banana control on Inferno from multiple teams from the PGL major Stockholm. I worked really hard in gathering these rounds and clips as well as putting them together. It took me a lot of time to do so. I greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and like the video. Till next time, NartOutHere, peace.